to my mind, two of India's finest comedies were Dekh Bhai Dekh and Zaban Sambhal Ke. What do we need to do to get back to that kind of writing? एक तो बड़ी साफ थी हर situation, without compromising on anything. People were still able to give you good, funny content on a consistent basis across years. And I'm sure उस time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, both shows also ran back to back on the same day. आजकल ऐसी कोई, हालांकि there's some very successful comedy shows, but again they don't evoke that kind of fan following the shows like Zaban Sambhal Ke and Dekh Bhai Dekh did. ऐसा क्यों है सर?
देखिए, उस जमाने में डायरेक्टर्स और राइटर्स साथ में बैठकर बहुत सोच समझ कर write, rewrite, filter, reject, and then finally they came to the final draft. इस वक्त क्या होता है कि शायद घर पे बैठकर कोई राइटर कुछ लिखकर व्हाट्सएप पे भेज देता है to the whole unit that is waiting on location or on the set. The actors are inside their vanity vans doing makeup and the script still hasn't arrived. It is mindless. It's mindless slot filling. और उस breed के writers भी नहीं हैं अब. That entire breed. अगर आप चाहें तो सारे scripts उठाकर update करके आज के ज़माने में just imagine a series written by Bashu Chatterjee. How wonderful that sounds, you know. So nobody wants to do it. In fact, Bashuda and me, we were having this talk, and I tried to actually pick up a few scripts and give it to people, and they just did not, reconcile with the fact that this could be, prize-winning scripts. But maybe, with all of us rewinding time and ourselves into another, phase of mind now, I don't know whether our thinking will start, we start thinking all over again. And we get back into that mold, because that is the only savior now. You need that kind of witty, intelligent writing. Neither are there writers nor are there scripts today. Now, let's face the fact. Today, if I want someone to write a comic script, a humorous script, and if you ask me who will write it, I am stumped. I do not know. I will not be able to name a person. It's that kind of a famine of writers. So it's pretty tough. But in those days, there used to be at least dozens of them who used to sit down and make us laugh, genuinely laugh. And only when we were satisfied, where, a series like Chamatkar, where, Farooq Sheikh and me. Now, you can, what kind of person Farooq Sheikh is. He's not someone who's going to settle for mediocrity. So, unless the script is good, he will, his heart won't be in it. So, we make sure that we write something very nice so that he can perform that. So, that was the kind of, vibes that actor, director, writer, channel, everyone shared at that point. And the energies sort of, were cumulative and they showed on television. But no longer, sadly, no longer.
Very interesting word you just used, energies. To what extent is this, like you said, this famine? Is it, to what extent is it based on the fact that so many calls are now being taken in boardrooms by corporates and various stakeholders, as opposed to the director, producer, and writer?
Frankly, there are too many cooks. Too many cooks. And each one wants to save his chair, his salary, and his job. And, in that kind of frantic, desperate rush, they start doling out advice, which they think is correct, which they think is what the public wants. And they force that down the throat of the director or the executive producer or the production company. And everyone ends up being so confused that the end result is a mess. And also egos, the entire ego battle that is happening at the boardroom and on the set. I mean, you actually shoot something. Do these creative heads actually think that only their reputation is at stake? That the reputation of the actors and the reputation of the director or the production company doesn't matter at all? Aren't they also worried about their future and their careers? So, it's a battle of egos now, and most of the time the channel heads end up winning. So you have to listen to them. So there is no creativity left. You just listen to them, and you say, all right, this is the way you want it. Here, you got it. And then
Yeah.
what you get is not what you want.
How does this digital wave fit in? Because to a large extent, it is giving actors and writers more scope to do something meatier. But it's not necessarily TV viewing. Can these two platforms coexist happily, or do you perhaps see the digital side of it sort of eating up into the TV audience in years to come?
See, what if you look at it very carefully, the digital platforms are actually a fallout of bad television, because a lot of producers and a lot of directors did not get to do what they wanted to do on television. A lot of them, they couldn't pander to the tastes or to the egos of a lot of creative heads. They decided to break away on their own. This is a rebel group. But even rebellion can go wrong at times. What they are doing what they are doing is actually the initial 13 episode format on Doordarshan. Every series had a 13 episode initial format, which
Yeah,
was
yeah,
season 1. When they're
yeah.
doing an 8 episode or a 9 episode 45-minute show, it is virtually amounting to those 13 episodes. So it's actually
Interesting.
going back to the original format, of a short series, a finite series.
Yes.
And but what has happened is the freedom that has been given to these people, where there is no censorship, where even the OTT platform heads are not really looking into the creative part of it, but looking into the business part of it.
Yeah.
There you see, you have lost your horses. They've gone wild, and what you are ending up with in the name of web series is a plethora of either soft porn or very violent violent sequences, or
Yeah.
even language is garbage and language is insulting and humiliating. So now this is the other extreme.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
lost it in another way. And now we need to sort of rein them back and tell them, look, there is this medium. Let's not
Yes.
lose it, because television is not going to entertain you as a mini series or something that can be watched at any time of the day. Television
Yes.
still is hooked on to the so-called daily soaps, and it's going to take them some time to break away from that. So, use these platforms to get classic television back.
Yeah.
And I hope they see the light.
Do you think it's possible that you mentioned that you would perhaps be someone who could go and have a word with old time directors and writers and perhaps help them see the light that you could be the torchbearers for this whole discussion through the digital space?
How I wish. How I wish. This is a very important observation in the book.
Okay.
It's sad, but they have mentally switched off.
They have.
When they have mentally, Sai Paranjpe has actually, quote unquote, she says, I cannot relate to what is happening now. When I
Wow.
spoke with Aziz Mirza, I worked with Aziz Mirza on the scripts of a series called Ghar Ki Baat Hai, which was actually the first television series, the fiction series that Shah Rukh Khan's company Red Chilli produced. And I
Okay.
directed it. And it was a backhanded tribute to Ye Jo Hai Zindagi. We wanted to get Ye Jo Hai Zindagi back, but in a new form.
Ji.
So I said, then no better than Aziz Mirza to be consultant on these scripts. And Aziz looked at me and said, I'm petrified for you. I'm feeling frightened for you. How will you tackle television today? You want to
Okay.
make Ye Jo Hai Zindagi today, and you want to stick to the original, texture and the humor. Well, I don't envy you at all, but I'm here at your disposal, and this is what they feel, even when they don't have to work on it. They just
Wow.
have to advise
Hmm.
me on it. This is how petrified they are. So I think Ramesh Sippy will never come back. Sai Paranjpe, Aziz Mirza. Of course, we don't have Kundan Shah or Ravi
Ji.
Chopra. Most of them aren't Rishida. So
Yeah.
I think we have lost the creative cream of Indian television. Now it is up to us, this
Yeah.
generation, to really work hard and be very very hard on themselves, and make sure that something as rewarding as the past comes back. I would be very happy to play consultant or advisory, be on the advisory board of these people, but I don't think they would want to even entertain me, because this is not probably what they want. They have decided, unfortunately, what they want, and they are going in a direction that is directionless. So all we can do is, look back. That's the reason why I wrote this book. I thought it had to be documented. It had to be there for posterity, and no one should ever forget how television started here in India, sponsored television, and who were the founding fathers of that.
There is a show on Amazon called Panchayat. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see it. This show has been very well appreciated, and it's come at a time where, like you said, so many people are going towards the gali, galoch, the violence, the crime. This show came out of the blue, and it actually, I remember watching it. I'm like, this is like Malgudi Days meets, Wagle Ki Dunya. So it has a certain charm in the way it's been made, presented, told, and then of course you have actors like Neena Gupta ji and Raghuveer Yadav ji. Do you think perhaps if such shows get the chance to be made and they do well, could 4 or 5 such shows perhaps be the change, that because people want to see हम पैसे कहाँ बना सकते हैं, audience का response कैसे? Is there a sliver of hope in shows like that?
I don't know whether it was intentional, but Panchayat has followed the old formula to the T. Even the shot taking and even the performances and even the the framings are exactly what old time television used to be. For me, it was as though I was watching an old series.
Yeah.
So no harm at all. I mean, all we need to do is polish it up a little bit, as in performances and writing, and because the world has got, I mean, at least the world of the performing arts has got much more subtler these days,
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, and we need to get the subtlety meter in. We need to get a little polish in, and if we can get this kind of writing and approach, and if we are allowed to do more panchayats, then I think perhaps we could have taken that first step to getting television back where it was.